everything happens for you automatically and easily. So when we talk about the flow state and being in a prolonged state of flow, what happens for you is that you're in a state of detachment. So I'm okay with however which way this turns out. Wouldn't you be cool with whichever route you needed to take if it got you to the same place? Because I know that I've decided on what I want, and things around me are changing to fit that for me in my life, right? Flow happens, synchronicity happens to fulfill your desire. And so you make it look really easy, but all it is all your wants and needs are taken care of automatically in the flow state. So in the flow state is also peace, it's also trust, and it's the experience of things synchronistically appearing and taking care of everything in your life. So this is trusting the life flow of energy that is around you, that is you. Knowing that you are the creator, you are the flow of life, and your awareness looking upon your third dimensional reality, it's already taken care of. So you're the big boss here, and it really is a matter of dropping that resistance. It's the mind that holds resistance towards things, that holds stress in the body, tension in the body. But you've gotten to a point where your body is relaxed, your muscles are relaxed. When things happen, even if something that pops up that's unexpected to you, you know that it's happening to get you where you're going, so you're not worried about it. That even if a problem pops up, it will take care of itself. That's how powerful you are. Let all things be new. Every moment that comes in is a brand new moment. That you are under no obligation to identify with your past self, to identify with the past, because it doesn't exist. It's a projection of your mind. It is a thought you're having now, and your thought is not you either. It is a thought. It is an idea. You're under no obligation to keep holding on to the past. And in your prolonged flow state that you find yourself in, the past is not necessary. For the mind, the body, the information that you have now is everything that you need. And if for some reason you don't have the information now, then it will come to you. Because all of creation is already finished. Any creative idea comes from the blank quantum field, the empty quantum field, which is brimming to life with everything that you're assuming to come into reality, okay? So this is the flow state. You're the creator state. You are the creator. And your emotions are fairly neutral here, because life presents itself very easily. So your emotions are, yeah, I'm okay with it. So I go left instead of right. Okay. That's how relaxed you are. That's how in a flow you are. And you're so rocking at it. You really are so rocking at it. In the past, I feel like there would be times where you're focusing too much on how to get something done. When you realize that you've come to this point where you realize that your mind isn't you, your thoughts aren't you, your emotions aren't you. They're just kind of passing expressions of the body experiencing a moment in time. But your higher self, the larger self that you are, instead of the smaller self, we're not responding with the smaller self, we're responding with the larger self, which is connected to everything else. You know that all of it is you anyways. So your needs and wants are taken care of automatically. That's pretty sweet deal. So there's no worry, there's no tension in the body, there's no concern for the future, because the future, if you imagine a big funnel of energy coming out of your head and through you, it's being created in the moment now. So there's no need to worry about the future because it hasn't occurred, and it is just a thought happening now, just like the past. So if we continue to surrender and to let go, just like you have been, and when we say let go, that means releasing the emotion, so you can feel the emotion and let it go. So if you have like a final coming up, if you have a promotion presentation coming up, and you're thinking about it, the key thing here is to lock into your concept of self, when we talk about the Immaculate Conception in some religious circles, we talk about embodying the desire, embodying your self concept so deeply that you know that the rest of your outer reality assumes the form of what you are assuming in your head. Okay, so this is the Immaculate Conception. So it doesn't require effort. So this is the temple built with no hands. Literally, you don't have to do anything. You just have to show up. So you're inspired to show up in a certain way. So you're gonna move your body a certain way in that direction, but you're not necessarily doing anything. So because you've released identification with the mind, that up until a certain point you felt struggle, you felt resistance, you're like, man, everything happened for me in a flow state, baby. When I relax more, things become easier, solutions come to me easier, I get ideas. Let me relax more. That's what you've realized the past few months, and that's awesome. So you're joining me now in a flow state. When you release, you detach. I'm okay with however which way it goes. And when you align your actions with what you want, things happen synchronistically. Solutions come to you, ideas come to you synchronistically, easily, because that is how the rest of nature works. If you've ever seen a blade of grass, a flower, a tree in nature, it doesn't force, it doesn't try hard, it doesn't try to be something else, it just is. It's in a being state. And it's filled with its own consciousness, right? A flower is so beautiful because it is entirely itself. And that is what you're learning now. That's what you've learned now. And you're bossing it because basically life, all of this comes to you automatically. Everything comes to you automatically. There's nothing you have to do because there's a natural flow of life that is responding to your vibration, your energy field. Pretty freaking wicked idea. And this, my friend, is the full kind of embodiment of the larger self and the smaller self. This is the connection of the two, because we're in duality. We do have to interact, acknowledge with these different states to transcend them. So the larger self and the smaller self are united in a flow state. So you are like, yeah, I have a body, yeah, I have thoughts, yeah, I have emotions, but I'm letting them be because everything is a passing experience and it's not me. I don't have to attach, identify, wallow in my thoughts, my feelings, because they're just a passing expression of me. So I can enjoy the flow. I can let the moment be new. For example, my first flat I ever got, it was my own house, and I really had to learn how to like budget, how to take care of my house, how to take care of myself, how to keep it clean and everything like that. I remember the first few years I was really worried, and I'd always be like, oh, what if I don't do this? Can I pay my rent? Or I was always kind of worried about these things because they're new to me. And so what's funny is when I moved into my second flat, I had no problems. There was no issue, right? I'm like, oh, boss it. I already know how to do that. And so it's the same kind of idea here, is that you realized up until this point, you've had to surrender a lot of yourself. You've had to surrender a lot of control in your life because, frankly, it hadn't gotten you anywhere. You had to surrender that control because you had none. There is no control. But what's interesting is when we let go entirely, we have complete control. Because, yeah, it's a paradox, but we have complete control when we let go. So when we let go and we go, yeah, I'm okay with whatever route we decide to take because it's going to get me there anyways, we have a relaxed kind of grip on life. We're like, yeah, this is sweet, right? Every person that you meet, you're meant to meet. Everything that comes to you is meant to happen. It's all good. It's all good because it's all happening for you. It's made by you. Treat it like, you ever see biologists kind of observing an ecosystem? So say they're looking at like frogs or tadpoles or like fish or something. They're just like, oh, that's pretty cool. Look, the blue one is moving over here now, and this looks like this is happening, and that looks. Be like a biologist. Observe your world in a neutral way and allow it to be. Enjoy it. Be in it. There is the eternal flow and the eternal now. Enjoy it, my Buddha friend. because you are it. You are the master of it. You're rocking, man. You are rocking. Things just happen easily for you. Okay? So, like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. If you want to see more stuff like this, all my links are down below if you want to check that out. I got one-on-ones with me. You also have my awesome email list and free higher self meditation, larger self meditation down there too if you want to check that out. In the meantime, guys, enjoy the flow, let things be new, and I'll see you next week.